It's time for us to check out the newspaper headlines this morning on Wake Up Nigeria. I am joined by and this morning we'll begin from the Punch newspaper. The Punch newspaper has its major headline: Petrol rising costs. Marketers write Dangote over bulk purchase deal. Petrol, refineries 500 million PMS reserves. Queues in Abuja after NNPCL's price hike. Here we also see police arrest 1,246 arms dealers, kidnappers, recover 3,172 ammunition in October. Down here we see Bianca Ojukwu. Other ministers set for swearing in after Senate confirmation. Commuters demand a quick repair of damaged Lagos Bridge. Here we also have food inflation. 7 imported wheat vessels arrive Nigeria. Up here in the Punch newspaper, there's Tinubu appoints Oluyede acting COS as Lagbaja undergoes treatment. Fubara appeals as court stops Rivers allocations. Striking varsity workers vow showdown as federal government rebuffs talks. All of these stories and more you can catch in the Punch newspaper today.
All right. To be honest, I'm not even exactly sure what story I'd like to touch on, but I'm glad that commuters are already demanding for the repair of the bridge because something really has to be done. It's the rainy season has really caused a lot of potholes and damages to the road. So I'm really hoping that Lagos State can get right on it. So far they've done so well when it comes to repair of roads. We've seen a lot of road repairs across different parts of Lagos. So I'm hoping that this would be attended to.
Well, the big one for me is petrol rising costs, because we all know how it is. I'm actually very worried about the cost of fuel.
Petrol, yeah.
It was bad, then it got worse, and now one wonders how much worse. So there are people saying, oh, maybe it will eventually end up at the price of $1. Since we used to buy it at $1 technically when it was 100 and something.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it might end up at 1617. But these are still speculations that people are not hoping will come to fruition.
I was also having a conversation with someone yesterday because of quite a number of trips I have to make before the end of the year. And flight trips are not smiling at all. Yesterday, I saw a report that a certain airline was taking from Lagos to Accra as high as 800,000 naira.
Yes, as a matter of fact, yes.
800,000 naira, and that's a one-way trip, not even not a return ticket.
As at last week, it was about 400.
I mean, it's ridiculous. And, so you have people, because now there will be a lot of demand, because during the festive season, a lot of people want to travel.
Yeah.
And now I'm looking, maybe just a few airlines are open and, have scheduled trips for the festive seasons. And we are seeing as much as 200,000 to Abuja, to Uyo. I'm seeing as much as 160,000 one way. I'm not even saying a return, local flights. And then there are also conversations around the road trips, how expensive that is going to cost. And people are already even speculating over,
you know what, we need to check out the
70,000 naira.
Because if we go on with this, it will definitely take the entire newspaper headline block.
Governments, Biko, have mercy on us. We want to travel. All right, so I'll just move on to the Daily Trust newspaper. Making the headlines here, Dangote marketers in fresh row over sale of petrol. We are ready to buy from private refinery, but, says marketers, Nigeria's demand fuel price reduction, availability. And at the top of the paper here, article cautions as court stops monthly releases to Rivers. Power restored in Kano Plateau, Bauchi, Gombe, Benue, Kaduna, and Nasarawa. I am threatened with attack as minister, says Senator Hanga. APC set to reclaim Kano in 2027, says Senator Barrow. And right at the bottom of the paper here, Tinubu appoints Oluyede acting chief of army staff. And right here, Senator confirms Dingyadi Suwaiba Mahia for others as ministers. Don't take everything, IMF. World Bank tells you, Jega tells federal government. And finally, abducted female doctor nephew regained freedom after 10 months.
That last one is the highlight for me.
Right.
And that's the truth. It is the highlight because the abducted doctor, there have been series of protests, you know, calls, and I'm so glad she's finally regained freedom.
Yeah.
It's sad that she had to be held for that long.
Yeah, and that's all we can take on the covers of the papers this morning. The show continues in a bit. Stay with us.